ايوه.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام
كيف
ورحمة
حالك
الله.
يا أستاذ؟
الحمد لله بخير، كيف حالكم؟
وأسرتك؟
الحمد لله بخير.
معك كل عائلتك في القاهرة؟
نعم، في مصر أسرتي
في مصر.
جزء في مصر وجزء في الكويت.
ما شاء الله. كويت
نعم.
I think there are a lot better in Middle Eastern countries because they are quite strict with social distancing and things like that.
Yes, it's a lot better over there.
Yes, and also Australia, New Zealand, and places like that. Things are being kept quite contained. But
Yeah.
in the UK, I think it's going to get a lot worse.
Yeah, it is. I mean, like, you know, we've surpassed China now.
That's true. That's
So,
true.
subhanallah.
We're still better off than the
America.
United States.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Much better than the United
Oh.
States.
Mass graves. I mean, it has come to that.
Yeah. Subhanallah.
Okay. Ustaz, can I ask you before I begin?
اسأل باللغة العربية.
إن شاء الله.
إن شاء الله. يعني تبدأ تقول هل يمكن
أنت قلت.
نعم.
استعد.
نعم.
استعد to be ready.
نعم.
وإست means to seek.
صحيح.
تعد.
So عد to prepare. عد. نعم. So استعد to seek preparation, to be ready. And
to be prepared, seek to be prepared.
نعم. So غير ذلك, you know, كلمة أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. جميل؟ أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. هذه الكلمة، كلمة أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم، ما اسمها؟ يعني ما, you know, there is one word for the word أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
I seek. Okay.
تعوذ.
You know what this one? هذه الكلمة اسمها الاستعاذة.
الاستعاذة.
اكتبوا الاستعاذة. الاستعاذة. الاستعاذة من الفعل استعاذ. استعاذ
means to be ready.
لا، هذه استعد.
Oh, that's استعد. Yeah.
لكن هذا استعاذ. استعاذ. ما جذر كلمة استعاذ؟
عزة.
لا.
تعاذ.
لا.
No.
عاذ.
أحسنتي.
عاذ.
أحسنتم. عاذ. So عاذ. وما مضارع عاذ؟
يعيذ.
ما رأيك؟ هل هي عاذ يعيذ أم عاذ يعوذ؟ يعوذ، لأني أقول أعوذ بالله، إذن هي عاذ يعوذ. جميل؟ وهذا الفعل عاذ يعوذ موجود في القرآن. يقول وإني عذت بربي وربكم. So عاذ يعوذ ونحن نقول أعوذ. ما معنى عاذ يعوذ؟
To seek refuge.
So عاذ يعوذ معناها literally to let's say to shelter yourself, trying to protect it. That's why, yes, to seek refuge. جميل?
Yes. So ista'aza means to seek refuge.
نعم.
And aza is.
Yeah. The problem here comes with English, because في اللغة العربية عاذ معناها to seek refuge, but there isn't like, you know, seeking here as part of the word in Arabic, it's سعادة. That's why استعاذة معناها seeking refuge.
Isti'aza is seeking refuge.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
And just aza only is
عادة only, because there isn't an equivalent in English, so they say عادة means to seek refuge.
okay.
But let's, but it literally means to try to protect yourself.
There's another word which is a bit similar. Istighatha. Is that a word?
نعم نعم.
Isti'aza, istighatha.
غاثة يغيث. هذا معناها to help. So استغاثة is seeking help.
I see.
نعم.
Are they used in like as a dual or together sometimes?
Yes, yes, yes.
Isti'aza, istighatha.
نعم. So الاستعاذة استعاذ عاذ يعوذ. So استعاذة. So يعني مثلا someone is reading Quran. واحد يقرأ القرآن. And they forgot to say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. By the way, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, you only say it once at the beginning of the session. So if you're reading Quran, you say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم, and then you read. But whenever you, like, let's say every one of us is reading some, so like some verses, so I read, you finish, and then the other, when your turn comes again, you don't say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. It's just at the beginning. So الاستعاذة, so someone doesn't say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. This is the beginning. So instead of saying, say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, I say أين الاستعاذة? أين الاستعاذة? Where is أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم? So there is one word for أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, which is this word, الاستعاذة. And يعني هذا الموضوع، ما معنى موضوع يا شباب؟
موضوع means topic.
Topic, yes, أحسن. So هذا الموضوع will make me explain something which is a little bit advanced, but inshallah we'll just take a bit of it till we have more, inshallah. So what if someone forgets Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim? And I want to say, where is Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim? There is one word for this.
Goodbye.
Al-Basmalah.
Basmala. Yes, you're right. I've heard this. Al-Basmala.
نعم بسملة, and you will find that يعني بسملة اسم بنت. Some girls their name is بسملة. يعني هذا موجود في مصر, يعني بنت اسمها بسملة. So كلمة البسملة كلمة البسملة معناها بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So if one of you is reading in تجويد or علوم القرآن, they will find ونبدأ القراءة, نبدأ القراءة بالاستعاذة, with استعاذة, ثم البسملة, and then بسملة. I'm not going to say نبدأ القراءة أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وبعد ذلك بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. نقول بالاستعاذة ثم البسملة.
Sometimes I've heard, the Quran, they use amma ba'd, and then they say a'udhu billahi minash shaitan. But amma means about what? So
أما لك هذا المصطلح أما بعد بعد معناها then, and أما معناها as for.
As for. Oh, right. I thought it was about what?
Yeah, no. أما about what? That's عما بالعين. عن ما, لكن التي يقولها الناس هي أما.
All right. ألف mean ألف with الشدة.
نعم. ألف سأكتبها هنا الآن. أما. That's what they say. أما بعد. As for what's next. لماذا they always say it to separate the intro from the main topic of the khutbah. So
That's
they say,
right.
Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam. They put the part that is fixed in every khutbah or a lecture. They just say, Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam. And then to say, oh, I've finished my introduction and let's go to the next part, they say, Amma ba'd.
Amma ba'd.
So, Amma ba'd. And this, that's like they all say it because that was the way the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam like used to address the companions.
Oh, I see. So
Yeah.
Amma ba'd means as for after.
As for after, exactly. That's literally what it means. As for after. So like it means, oh, I'm finished with the intro and that's the main part. Amma ba'd. So al-isti'adha, so we know al-isti'adha from ista'adha, but what about al-basmala? Learn this rule because we may not touch on it yet. يعني هذه قاعدة كبيرة في اللغة العربية اسمها النحت. So أنا سأكتبها الآن. هذه قاعدة في اللغة العربية اسمها النحت.
Nun had.
And let me change that. So هذه القاعدة اسمها النحت. القاعدة اسمها النحت. ما معنى الجذر ناحت؟
نحت.
نحت معناها sculpture. So نحت معناها to engrave something. نحت.
Once again, an-nahat is a substitute for Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying that the word al-basmala,
Yes.
the way it is constructed, it is following a rule in Arabic called an-naht.
Oh, right. Okay, so this is a rule.
So the word an-naht, sculpture, من الجذر نحت, to engrave something. هذه الكلمة النحت هي اسم قاعدة في اللغة العربية. هي قاعدة من قواعد الصرف. You know, if you are to make a word, that's a صرف.
Yes.
So هي قاعدة من قواعد الصرف. ما هذه القاعدة؟ هذه القاعدة, you know, if you've got something that is made of different words and you take letters from here and here and here to provide something like an abbreviation. في اللغة العربية, because في اللغة العربية هذا اسمه نحت. هذا اسمه نحت. I'll give you a perfect example in English. Like when they say brunch, to refer to breakfast and lunch. So they so they took like, you know, some from this word and some from this word. هذا موجود في اللغة العربية. We have this in Arabic. This is called النحت. هذا اسمه النحت. So sometimes في اللغة العربية they need to give a name to something, but then there are different words. So they take some letters from here and some letters from there, give one word to refer to this, and this is called النحت. لذلك كلمة البسملة هي من كلمة بسم وكلمة الله. بسملة.
Because it is ba and ism. So they have eliminated some.
Yeah, so they eliminated some letters, and then from the word Allah they took the lam.
Yes.
بسملة. So البسملة معناها saying Bismillah. So هذا في اللغة العربية اسمه نحت. اسمه نحت. إن شاء الله في يوم سندرس هذه القاعدة. One day we are going to study it and see example. يعني لأن النحت هذا يعني sometimes like till today new words are like are approved in Arabic because of a rule like النحت.
And the ta marbuta?
تاء مربوطة لأن الاسم هذا مؤنث. التاء المربوطة هي يعني جزء من معظم الكلمات المنحوتة. Most of the words that are engraved like this end with a تاء مربوطة.
Yeah, they've only taken the lam from Allah.
From Allah, yeah, it can be one letter. Yeah. So al-basmala. Okay. So since we mentioned al-basmala, I'm going to give you one more word for a naht, that because you know the other, like where it came from. So here al-hawqalah. So كلمة الحوقلة so who can make a guess ما معنى الحوقلة؟
الحوقلة
لا حول ولا قوة.
أحسن. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله.
Yeah.
So they had ha wa waw from the word hawl, and the qaf from quwwa, and the lam from Allah. So al-hawqalah. This is so deep because it would explain a rule in Arabic when we have an extra letter, and this extra letter cannot be explained because the verb is originally 4 letters. You know all the words that are naht will be, the fi'l will be more than 3 letters. So الفعل من كلمة البسملة هو بسملة، باء سين ميم لام. So يعني مثلا أنا أقول جلس فبسملة, he sat down and then he said بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So الفعل بسملة. من الطالب الذي يقول لي ما وزن كلمة بسملة؟
أفعل.
من أين؟ أين الألف؟ أفعل من أين؟ كيف نقول فعل؟ Who would tell me what are the 3 letters that are original? No one can.
No, actually no, because it's just a composite, isn't it?
Yes, أحسنت. And they're all from original letters. All right? So let's have this as a rule. Anything that is رباعي أصلي مثل بسملة أو الأفعال التي درسناها دحرج عسعس زلزل، كل هذه على وزن فعللة.
فعللة, yes.
فعللة. So هذه الكلمة. So إذا بسملة فعللة. ونحن درسنا في مصادر الرباعي حينما كنا نقول زلزلة. ما مصدر زلزلة؟
زلزلة.
زلزلة. أحسن. إذا بسملة هذا مصدر والفعل بسملة مثل زلزلة زلزلة. إذا حوقلة هذا مصدر. ما الفعل من كلمة حوقلة؟ حوقلة.
حوقلة. حوقلة.
Yeah. So الاسم حوقلة بالتاء المربوطة. الفعل the verb would be حوقلة بدون التاء مثل زلزلة زلزلة. So حوقلة حوقلة. بسملة بسملة. So هذه الأسماء على وزن فعللة. So all of these are like زلزلة. The verb from them is just removing the تاء مربوطة. حوقلة حوقلة. بسملة بسملة. زلزلة زلزلة.
So if I said basmala, the verb is he read Bismillah.
أحسنت. أحسنت. The verb is he read Bismillah.
لا حول.
حوقلة. معناها he said لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. ما اسم هذه القاعدة في اللغة العربية؟
نحت.
النحت.
هل نحت المعنى لنحت في اللغة الإنجليزية بورتمانتو؟
نعم، هذا in English linguistics. نعم.
Portmanteau. Yeah, portmanteaus are just combinations.
Yeah, to put like, you know, to النحت هذا مشهور في اللغة العربية، يعني هو مشهور، موجود كثير، لكن يعني الناس لا يرونه، يعني you don't see it till someone tells you and then you pay attention. So بسملة، حوقلة. جميل. سؤال الاستعاذة، البسملة. أين توقفنا الدرس الماضي في القرآن؟
إنه على رجعه لقادر.
إنه على رجعه لقادر. جميل. ما معنى الفعل؟ نحن درسنا هذه الآية إنه على رجعه لقادر، درسناها. نعم.
نعم.
نعم. جميل. انظروا، هذا مهم. لماذا؟ رجعه، ما الذي يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى رجع من؟ returning what؟
إنسان.
الإنسان. لماذا الإنسان؟ ما الآية التي قبل إنه على رجعه لقادر؟
يخرج من بين
قبل ذلك هو يقول يخرج من بين الصلب والترائب، يتحدث عن الإنسان، فيقول إنه على رجعه لقادر. that Allah سبحانه وتعالى will be able to return him. يعني pay attention to this. لماذا؟ لأن كلمة رجع موجودة مرتان. ما معنى مرتان؟
twice.
twice. twice من كلمة مرة. كلمة مرة. كلمة مرة معناها once. مرة. مرتان. ما جمع مرة؟
مرات.
مرات، لأنها تنتهي بتاء مربوطة. مرتان. كلمة مرة معناها once, and for some reason I have to look this up to see why Saudis to say كثير a lot يقولون مرة. I don't know why. So يعني مثلا Saudis if they eat something and it's nice يقولون هذا حلو مرة.
All right.
يعني معناها هذا حلو جدا. So the Saudis use the word مرة to say جدا.
I see.
Yeah, you say هذا حلو جدا. So في مصر نقول هذا حلو جدا because we don't pronounce the jim. So Egyptian will say جدا. You will catch it. جدا جدا.
Yes.
But the Saudis will say مرة. حلو مرة.
هم يقولون إلى الأولاد مرة تقهر.
مرة تقهر. جميل. So كلمة مرة، مرتان، مرات.
مرات means many times.
many times. مرات. Yes. يعني مثلا أقول لك هل درست هذا؟ Did you study this? You say مرات ومرات. Like, oh, many times I've done this.
But I've heard it's written ثلاث مرات.
نعم. 3 times, that's 3 مرات. So مرة، مرتين، مرات. So كلمة رجع موجودة في هذه السورة مرتان.
I think in Surah Rahman.
So
in this surah.
in this surah, yes, you'll have it afterwards in والسماء. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. You say يوم تبلى السرائر. يوم تبلى السرائر. يوم، ما معنى يوم؟
Day.
day. طيب لماذا يوم؟ هذا اسم يبدأ جملة. نحن قلنا في اللغة العربية, everyone, I know that I speak fast, but I need you, as I said before, I do not need to act like, you know, I'm teaching you naturally. They say هذا في اللغة العربية كذا كذا. So when you actually are, like, you know, when you are on the spot or speaking with an Arab, then you can actually understand them, all right? So
Yes.
I'm getting you used to this. So كلمة يوم تبلى السرائر. So كلمة يوم نحن درسنا في اللغة العربية الاسم الذي يبدأ جملة. ما اسمه؟ We have اسم.
Yeah, Yawm possibly means on that day.
No. So forget about this. I'm asking a question. I'm saying الاسم الذي يبدأ جملة في اللغة العربية ما اسمه؟ مبتدأ. أحسنتي. That's what I was looking for. The noun that starts a sentence, its name is مبتدأ. مبتدأ. So الاسم الذي يبدأ جملة في اللغة العربية اسمه مبتدأ. جميل. ونحن اتفقنا. ما معنى اتفقنا؟
الخبر.
That's one of the verbs that I always use with my students, so you must learn it. اتفقنا معناها
Do you agree?
We agreed. الفعل اتفق معناها to agree. So اتفقنا, we agreed. So I was saying اتفقنا أن المبتدأ مرفوع. المبتدأ مرفوع. ما معنى مرفوع؟
It will have a ضمة.
ضمة. So هنا عندي كلمة يوم. يوم اسم يبدأ جملة. لماذا منصوب؟
مفعول فيه.
أحسنتم. مفعول فيه. هذا زمان. نحن درسنا في المفاعيل ونستدرج المفاعيل. بسد المفعول فيه ظرف الزمان وظرف المكان. If a word كلمة تشير referring to إلى مكان أو إلى زمان منصوبة. مفعول فيه. So that's why even though it starts a sentence, يعني المفروض مبتدأ مرفوع لكن هي منصوبة لأنها مفعول فيه. يوم. يوم تبلى السرائر. ما معنى تبلى؟ وما الجذر؟
It's بلى.
الجذر بلى. وما
بلى means to test.
to test من البلاء. بلى من البلاء. to test.
Can you write that down?
نعم. كلمة البلاء. لحظة.
Yeah. Once time. Marathon twice.
البلاء.
Is that the فعل؟ هذا فعل؟
هذا الاسم بلاء. الفعل بلى. باء لام ألف مثل موجودة هنا بدون التاء. لكن هذا هو البلاء. إن هذا هو البلاء. test. بلاء.
بلاء is a test.
نعم. والفعل بلى. لكن لماذا يبدأ بضمة؟ الفعل المضارع أقول مثلا كتب يكتب. لماذا هنا تبلى ليس تبلى أو تبلو؟
because it's مجهول.
مجهول، أحسنت. تبلى. The day will be tested, not to test. مثل كتب يكتب يكتب, it will be written. So هنا تبلى, it will be tested. So لذلك ضمة مبني للمجهول.
For the majhul form, so it is fu'ila. Could you just quickly give me the mudari of
نعم، ما هو الماضي فعل فعل، المضارع يفعل يفعل. لكن هنا because it's a تاء، المضارع can be يفعل أو تفعل أو أفعل أو نفعل. the four letters في المضارع ألف نون ياء تاء.
يفعل
أفعل or يفعل or تفعل or نفعل. It will be the same letters but it's just with a ضمة.
Yes.
بالضمة. So هذا تبلى هي تفعل. ما معنى السرائر؟
It comes from sarir, bed.
لكن جمع سرير أسرة. That's another thing. لكن ما معنى السرائر؟ ما الترجمة؟ ماذا تقول الترجمة؟
Secrets.
أسرار.
من كلمة سر. الجذر في هذا سر. سأكتبها الآن. سر. سر معناها to tell a secret.
To tell or to keep.
يعني سر معناها يقول مثلا عندي كلمة أسر وعندي كلمة سر. So سر for something to be hidden. Let's have so سر for something to be kept or to be hidden on its own. And then when I say أسر, to tell someone a secret, because you do the action to someone else. So سر to keep and أسر to tell someone.
Sorry, say that again, please.
So سر معناها to keep something hidden.
Yeah.
To keep something hidden. And أسر معناها to tell someone of a secret. أسر.
Sin roro.
To tell someone to keep something hidden.
Yes. The first, you yourself keep it hidden, and then with the alif you ask someone to keep it hidden. So you tell them, like, of a secret, so they keep it hidden. وهي موجودة في القرآن. الله سبحانه يقول وإذ أسر النبي إلى بعض أزواجه حديثا. And the Prophet ﷺ told, his wives something that like a secret, so they're not supposed to tell someone of it. وعندي في اللغة العربية كلمة السرائر هي جمع سريرة ليس سرير. سريرة الإنسان, سريرة معناها what is what you keep inside. That's what we call السريرة. Yeah?
Means your subconscious?
No, not your subconscious as much as what people don't see of you.
All right, okay. So your hidden personality. Okay.
Yeah. So let's say the inside,
So that could be your sharira, actually.
From Shar. Yeah. So السريرة. So كلمة سريرة. So وجمعها السرائر. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, this will be tested. What people hidden, will be revealed. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to test you with all what you have. يَوْمَ تُبِلَ السَّرَائِرِ. So سأسأل سؤال. Your secrets, like what you kept inside, what you did and no one knew about it, and you will be tested, like, about this in the day of the hereafter. So are those things testing or being tested?
Those things are being tested.
Being tested. جميل. So the word السرائر, is it فاعل or مفعول به? كلمة السرائر.
So the action is being done to the as-sarair.
Yeah, so السرائر مفعول به.
ثاني.
مفعول به. صحيح؟ هل اتفقنا؟
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
The word السرائر is مفعول به because the action is done to it. So المفعول به هل هو مرفوع أم منصوب؟
منصوب.
منصوب. ما علامة النصب؟ الفتحة.
Yeah, but this is a dhamma.
But this is a dhamma.
مجهول.
So what happens in المجهول? Tell me. Yes, that's true because it's فعل مبني للمجهول. So what happens when we have فعل مبني للمجهول? What happens?
المفروض به keeps a dhamma.
Instead of
A fatha.
Yeah. So المفعول به takes a dhamma. Why is that? Because المفعول به at that point we don't call it مفعول به. Who can tell me what do we call it?
هل النائب الفاعل؟
أحسنت يا دانيال. نائب الفاعل. The subject deputy.
Oh, right, okay.
نائب الفاعل. So أنا سأكتبها هنا على السبورة تحت الحوقلة. نائب الفاعل. So meaning wise من حيث المعنى هو مفعول به. مفعول به. But because there is no فاعل, the فاعل is hidden. So المفعول به acts as الفاعل's deputy. So it's still مفعول به in the meaning the action is done to it, but it's taking dhamma instead of a فاعل. So that's why I said, so next time I ask you, I say, ما السرائر؟ تقول السرائر نائب فاعل. نائب فاعل.
So if we were just to say that this is a file, that would be wrong.
Yes, it will be totally wrong. I mean, I would accept someone saying it's مفعول به because it is مفعول به.
Because a file, the default haraka for the file is a dhamma.
Is a dhamma. So you cannot say it's a fa'il. You may say it's a مفعول به because it is actually مفعول به. But it is نائب الفاعل. نائب الفاعل.
Where is the actual file then?
The actual fa'il is hidden.
Is hidden.
Because it's well known. The one who will be testing us is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
I see.
So it's hidden. So someone will say, so why Arab, why Arabs did that? Like why didn't keep it تُبِلَ السَّرَائِرَ? And people understand that this is مفعول به. Why do you have? Because القاعدة في اللغة العربية عندنا قاعدة في اللغة العربية كل فعل له فاعل. That's a قاعدة. كل فعل له فاعل. So there must be.
Let me write that down, please. Sorry.
Yes.
Say it again, Ustaz.
Yeah. كل فعل له فاعل. I'm going to write.
كل and haraka. The next word. What is that?
كل فعل له فاعل.
What is it?
It's on the board. I wrote it in red on the right. Do you see it?
I got the photos there. I got Ali's head there.
No, you just have to move the
Your
window.
head.
Well, I'll move my head if you want. I mean, is that helping?
No, I mean, Uncle Azam, don't you see the whiteboard?
I see the whiteboard, but you've written it. How do you?
Use your mouse.
Actually,
Yeah.
you have to use your mouse and just move the window.
Yeah, यहाँ से.
There.
Sorry, I'm not into this technology. Yes, your head is moved now. كل فعل له فاعل.
كل فعل له فاعل. So because this is the rule, so even if you hide it, it has to have like a deputy. So that's why Arabs used this, and the deputy was the clothing of like the person whom they are representing. So that's what, like, how it's justified. So يوم تبلى السرائر. السرائر.
So every verb has got a doer.
نعم. وهذا شيء مهم. في اللغة العربية, not necessarily that you have to have a مفعول به. Because when we studied, you remember when we said الفعل المتعدي والفعل اللازم, the transitive and the intransitive verb. يعني مثلا أنا أقول جلس محمد. هذه جملة. جلس محمد. محمد sat down.
Yes.
You don't have to, like, it doesn't need مفعول به. لكن مثلا أقول أكل يحتاج مفعول به. It needs مفعول به. أكل محمد. What did he eat? التفاحة. جميل. So القاعدة, لذلك if you remember دائما I said to you, whenever we come across verb, يعني حين يكون هناك فعل, أول شيء تسأل أين الفاعل؟ أي هذا هو دائما فعل إذا فاعل.
Just a question about tubla with the fatha. Is that the fatha? Is that the harka munasiba?
The fatha is not on the alif maksura. The fatha is on the lam.
I see.
Fatha is on top of the lam.
Yes.
Yeah. There's supposed to be dhamma on the alif after the fatha, but it doesn't appear because it's harfu illah.
Okay.
Because it's فعل مضارع. So in تبلى فعل مضارع مثل تكتب تكتب. So it's supposed to have a dhamma at the end. الفعل المضارع مرفوع.
But this is majhul, so
المجهول أو معلوم it's مرفوع. فعل المضارع مرفوع. So أنا أقول أكتب وأكتب. So الفعل مبني للمجهول it's still مرفوع as well.
So يفعل.
نعم.
تفعل.
نعم.
But here, because of the ya, which is a haruf al-illa, you don't have the dhamma. Okay.
أحسن. فما له. ما هنا. ما معنى ما؟
Ma here means
نفي.
نفي. ما النفي? not.
ما if I can just sorry.
ما النفي.
Ma nafi, yeah, you're right. Ma nafi.
And ما معنى له?
For him.
For him. So not for him. So he doesn't have.
Yes.
أنا أقول مثلا لي أخ. I have a brother. ليس لي أخت. I don't have a sister. لي. So فما له. He doesn't have.
So fa is so or then, and ma not. So not.
Yeah.
Or then not.
Yes.
Then not for him.
أحسن.
Okay.
جميل. من قوة. ما معنى قوة؟
Power.
power. قوة. لماذا قوة؟
Oh, harf jar.
حرف الجر من.
I can't answer anything because of you.
Well,
لكن
we can just do it here.
here is a question because I need to يعني نحن جميعا نعرف معنى من. ما معنى من؟
Min is from.
From. What would it mean here? He doesn't have from force يعني or from power. Mir here is not from as a destination like أقول أنا من, I am from this, right?
Yeah.
So ما معنى من? I would be interested to hear the translations that you have. What does it say?
Says any.
It doesn't have any. All right.
Any power
No string.
or no
Okay.
power.
Okay. I would go with any for the reason that this min that doesn't mean from. So this min doesn't mean from. This is not. It's حرف جر. هذه من حرف جر. But it's not min as a destination min from this. هذه في اللغة العربية من يعرف اسمها؟
من.
هذه اسمها من التبعيض. سأكتبها الآن. التبعيض. That's why I would say the one who says he would have no power is not as correct linguistically as the one who said he wouldn't have any power. Even though in English they are quite similar, but I will go with any. كلمة التبعيض, I wrote it in green. كلمة التبعيض. من يقول لي ما جذر كلمة التبعيض؟
كلمة الجذر.
بعض. منها كلمة بعض. ما معنى بعض؟
بعض means
some.
Yeah. كلمة بعض معناها some. So من للتبعيض, من للتبعيض is the min that means some.
So التبعيض means
التبعيض تبعيض معناها يعني كلمة التبعيض let's say would mean لو قلنا أن الفعل بعض يبعض تبعيض معناه taking some of anything. تبعيض.
So this is the min of تبعيض.
نعم.
Min. Which means basically any.
نعم. So it will mean any, like I don't have any of this. فما له من قوة. He wouldn't have any of the power, like any from the power. Not like so, لماذا? So, why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says فما له من قوة, فما له قوة. It is still saying فما له من قوة.
Well, nobody has any power except Allah.
Yeah. So none of it. He wouldn't have power because, like, I can say, if I don't say I don't have power, you say like even a little bit. But if I say I don't have any, so like nothing at all. So هذه المن اسمها من للتبعيض. تأتي للتبعيض.
ولا ناصر.
ولا ناصر. نعم.
ناصرين because of min again. Min.
أحسن. So أول شيء عندي قوة مجرورة بسبب من أن واو هذه للعطف.
Voilà.
So المعطوف عليه is the same like it. So ولا ناصر من قوة ولا ناصر.
So the translation will be, so man will have no power or any helper.
Or any help. نعم أحسن. And remember, I said I don't like the word helper and the word ناصر.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because هذه اسمها ساعد عند الفعل ساعد to help. وأنا قلت لكم الفرق بين نصر وبين ساعد. نصر منه كلمة النصر. ما معنى نصر؟
To give victory.
Victory. So it's not only if it's so إذا قلت أنا ساعدت إنسان I helped him, but if I قلت أنا نصرته you assisted and helped till they achieved the victory. Yeah. Why is that important? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, like the hidden meanings and like the different like terms in Arabic, is trying to say no one would be able to help you. Yes, because so you can be successful in that day. Because we know in the day of the hereafter, people can receive help. How is that? Let's say someone did something wrong to you. You can receive from their hasanat, from their good deeds, right?
Yes.
So in a way, they are helping you. But would this help amount to victory, to be? Not necessarily. So you may receive help, but there is no success without Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why the word nasara. And in Surah An-Nasr, إِذَا جَاءَ نَصْرُ اللَّهِ وَالْفَتْحِ. And I said to you, نَصْرُ اللَّهِ وَالْفَتْحِ, in Fath Makkah, the conquest of Makkah. So the Nasr of Allah came only at that time. If someone says the help of Allah, when the help of Allah comes, this would mean that there was no help of Allah from before, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave a condition to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You do this when the help of Allah comes. The help of Allah was with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam all the time, but he never managed to go back to Mecca, right? So when he was successful, in entering Mecca, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, إِذَا جَاءَ نَصْرُ اللَّهِ. So لذلك كلمة نصر مختلفة. It's different from the word to help. نعم, of course it means, but again, because as I said to you before, English is not rich, so you do not have different meanings intertwined together in one word. Yeah, of course there must be in some aspects of English, but what I'm trying, in when we have Nasara. I'm not a native speaker, so you may have something that I do not know, but I haven't come across something that is as complicated as Arabic when it comes to, so there's the help, and there is the help that leads to success. All right. So
لدينا patronage.
Patronage. Okay.
Patronage doesn't necessarily lead to victory.
But you can't be successful without it. That's the idea of it. And as well, but patron works with there's another specific. It's quite. I can't remember the best way of putting it really.
As I understand, a patron is somebody who would support an entity.
They can be, but they can also be. You can also have like a patron saint.
Oh, I see. Okay. Mm-hmm.
So it has its polysemous. But I can't remember مرة ومرة معنا. I don't know how to say that in Arabic. Polysemous.
Right.
هل يوجد there has to be a word for polysemous in Arabic.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on, and then inshallah we'll figure this out. I'm going to research it and see. Inshallah. So I was doing a comparative study about naming things like in Arabic and English. Inshallah, soon I will make a video about it and I'll share it with you, inshallah.
But before that, Dr. Ayman, we are looking forward to the poster.
Yes. inshallah.
هل متعدد المعاني؟
متعدد المعاني نعم.
That's the same thing.
فما له من قوة ولا ناصر. والسماء ذات الرجع. والسماء ذات الرجع. So السماء، لماذا السماء تحتها كسرة والسماء؟
واو القسم.
واو
قسم.
واو القسم. واو القسم. So واو القسم حرف جر. أن ما معنى ذات؟
That
The one who possesses something.
The one who has. We studied it. You remember when we say ذو وذات?
ذو ذا and the.
نعم. فأقول ذو، أقول مثلا أقول لك من هذا الرجل؟ Who is that man? You say who? من؟ أقول لك الرجل ذو القميص الأخضر. The one who got like a green shirt. ذو القميص الأخضر. So ذو معناها the one who has something. ذو.
Like ذو القرنين.
Yeah. ويسألونك عن ذي القرنين. Yeah. So
Zu means, sorry, let me just write down. Sorry, the one who has something.
Who has something, yeah.
ذو means चिड़ियाघर.
And so لماذا هنا لم يقل والسماء ذو الرجع؟ لماذا قال ذات الرجع؟
Feminine.
باللغة العربية
مؤنث.
مؤنث. كلمة السماء مؤنث ألف مد. So والسماء ذات الرجع. And ما معنى الرجع؟
Return.
Return. So what does the translation say?
By the sky which returns.
That's funny.
Rain pours down.
But there's a rain, matter.
Yeah.
It's in brackets.
الرجع. But why? I mean, I would understand someone says that return. لماذا? Arabs did not use the word الرجع to name rain. They used the word the مطر.
That's right. Yeah.
أو غيث.
غيث.
نعم. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to talk about المطر ميم طاء راء المطر said الرجع. So that's a name that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used to describe rain. And that's one of the very clear scientific miracles, linguistic miracles in Quran. Without a shred of doubt, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here, no going around, not twisting the verse to refer to something. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala named rain the returning. So it means it's not coming from.
Yeah, but it's returning
From the sky.
It's like the water cycle, really, isn't it?
Yes, so it is returning to, yes, it's
The
about
source. The source was
it's
the.
returning to the source, yeah. So the water is not coming from the sky, it is returning to us. It's talking about like water cycle.
Just on the word ذاتي تحته القصرة.
Why the word ذاتي?
اسم موصولة.
It's and it's describing a السماء.
Yes, that's
Yes.
what I thought. That's why.
It's describing السماء and كلمة السماء مجرور. I'm saying the sky that has this, so I'm describing it.
And is
والسماء
ذاتي. So والسماء and ذاتي seem to be quite linked together.
Yes, they are, because the word ذاتي is referring to the word السماء. No, it's not مبتدأ and خبر. Why is that? I like this. You know what? Because when
No, he didn't.
someone would say that's a جملة اسمية, I'm starting with saying السماء. When we have wow,
Oh, yes. The waw al-qasam actually.
wow al-qasam, it makes it like a verbal sentence, a normal sentence that starts with a verb. Because when I say wow, it's saying أقسم بي, I take an oath by. So the كلمة واو هنا معناها أقسم, I take an oath. So it's not مبتدأ and خبر because it's جملة فعلية. So the link between the word السماء and that is كلمة ذات تصف السماء. It's like describing it, the one that has this.
The translation here for that is which is
Yes.
نفس الشيء, you know, الذي and that means the same thing then.
Yes. نفس الشيء.
Okay.
They sometimes say it's like اسم موصول, but again it's describing السماء, so that's why it is taking that T.
So we thought الرجعي is the
You see the problem in translation without knowing the Arabic now is that the guy who wants to keep the Arabic text is going to say by the sky and the thing that returns, or what that returns something. And the one who wants to translate the meaning is going to say, and by the sky and the rain. In both instances, the beauty of using the word al-raj'i to describe the rain is going to be lost.
It's lost, yeah.
وَالسَّمَاءِ ذَاتِ الرَّجْعِ.
So it should mean that Allah sort of swears by the sky and that which returns to its original source.
But again, like you'd have to say the rain.
I know, but that's
and
what
it would be an explanation. That's what I said before. There's a difference between a translation and an explanation. Yeah? If you try to translate Quran and keep the meaning actually intact as it was intended, it cannot be a simple translation. You will have to have some sort of like a translation of the interpretation of the meaning as well.
I'm just doing that.
Because in English, you do not have the system of naming things. You don't have a system like, you know, like in Arabic we have like اسم الفاعل واسم المفعول واسم المكان. Basically, because English is it's a mix of like, you know, German, like, you know, French and Latin.
Yeah.
That's it. Like English is not a, to be honest, English is not a language that stands on its own. There was never something called English before, like, you know, what like, you know, like mixing all, like what happened to what we call the English land before. So there was no language, it's just a mix. You know, English reminds me of what? Of Urdu.
We are better.
Astaghfirullah.
Urdu is a bit better.
No, Urdu, like the good thing about Urdu is it kept to the origin as it was.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say, it's a mixture of like Arabic and Persian, and so it's a mixture. What I'm trying to say is that it doesn't have its own origin. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yes, you're right.
Its own, like when we say, like, you know, like languages and like trees of languages, it's a different. Yeah. So this is what happened to English. That's why it doesn't. You know, when I finish, inshallah, the part that I'm talking about, you will see part of this. If you try to make sense of English, it won't make sense, even if you try, because it has already been messed up.
لقد ناقشت مع لغوية أن في رأيي اللغة الإنجليزية مثل لغة مبسطة.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened. English simplified all the languages that came to land and put them together to the best of of you. I'm going to call this term, and inshallah I won't forget it. English, I will call it after a meal, a very simple meal that we have in Arabic. It's called the kushari.
But
So-
it really it's really strange because there's the amount of times that I've argued with a linguist and saying that you can see so many things in English which
Yes.
make it a Creole,
Yes.
simplified grammar, a substrate of a different language, vocabulary taken from almost all the vocabulary stripped from the original language and replaced with from another one.
Yeah.
Really, it's a Latin or Romance Creole.
Yeah.
Which is then weird because then there are loads of Creoles based on English, which we did in other languages.
Yeah, French, Latin, German, that's around 94% of English, and the other 6% is like other languages. That's it. That's English. So اللغة الإنجليزية كشري. Inshallah, when we go to Egypt together, on the program that I'm hoping to do, you will eat kushari. So kushari, pretty much, it's a very simple meal where they put some pasta, rice, and lentils, and some.
You mean biryani?
I don't know. Like, you may have a similar thing. Yeah. So it is simply a mixture of some grains and and pasta, and you put sauce on top of them and you eat them. That's it. Chickpeas as well. So
it has nothing to do with kosher, right?
No, wallahi, it can, because this meal is vegetarian.
Oh, I see.
This meal is vegetarian, and like Hebrew and Arabic from the same tree, so there must be.
Yeah, because there are similarities. Hebrew, Arabic, Aramaic. They seem to be like either sister languages, or one's a mother language which has two daughter languages.
Yeah. Yes. The thing is that they say that like Aramaic and Arabic, English, and Persian are branches from the same tree, but because linguists at that time, there was no linguists, people just spoke the language, so there is no record to say, because there are some shared words between the three languages, to say which one took from which.
Which is older,
and because which one is older, because the three were spoken pretty much in the same geographical area, so the chance of them taking from each other is massive. Yeah.
هل أستطيع أن أقول المعادة المتفاعلة for like a substrate?
لا.
No. What is the same thing? So like مثل في العامية خصوصا في من الحشية المصري يوجد لغة نسيته اللغة القبطية
نعم.
مثل تحت اللغة العربية.
صحيح.
How do you say like the language that sort of lies underneath? That's because there's certain things that affected the because you see the same thing in different languages, don't you? مثل الأشياء المغربية وحسنية وهكذا.
نعم. لأن أحيانا إحنا مثلا نقول اللغة الأقلية. كلمة أقلية في اللغة العربية means which if it's spoken by a minority.
Yeah, it's minority.
Yeah, but then it affects it exists within the main native tongue. Yeah. So
is there هل يوجد مصطلح لذلك؟
I haven't come across one, but there must be. إن شاء الله سأنظر فيه وأخبرك.
طيب.
فيقول والسماء ذات الرجع والأرض ذات الصدع. جميل. لماذا الرجعي مجرورة؟
Yeah, that was going to be a question. Oscar, we were talking about
كلمة ذو وذات إذا جاءت قبل كلمة مضاف
Possessive.
ومضاف إليه
مضاف إليه.
مثل بعض وكل وذات دائما مضاف ومضاف إليه. يقول كل الناس بعض الناس some of the people. لأن كلمة ذا or that you can translate it as of, like something of something. So والأرض عفوا والسماء ذات الرجع. So كلمة الرجع مضاف إليه.
We thought it was a خبر.
لا أنا قلت هذه لأن هذه الجملة هي تبدأ بأقسم، أقسم بالسماء. والأرض ذات الصدع نفس الشيء. والسماء والأرض ذات الصدع. ما معنى صدع؟
مثل لي أقسم, like to split something.
صدع. أحسنت. But literally I would say it's different from to split. صدع معناها to crack.
Crack open.
Yes. صدع. لذلك كيف نقول في اللغة العربية to say I have a headache, you say عندي صداع. It's like something cracking my head. So سأكتبها على السبورة هنا. صداع. بسم الله. وتقول للإنسان صدعت رأسي. Like you cracked my head. It means you caused me headache.
Well, you called me a headache.
Huh?
You called me a headache.
You caused me.
Oh, caused me. All right.
Yeah. And كلمة صداع means a headache, and you can use it the same way you use it in English, the same exactly. We say هو صداع.
He's a headache.
He's a headache. Yeah. So كلمة صداع.
صداعة الرأس.
Yeah, صدعت رأسي. Look at this. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, look at English used like, you know, headache, like, you know, a pain in the head. Yeah. But في اللغة العربية, so they took, so that's why they called it صداع from صدع. The way they look at things, they don't take like a simple way out. So صدع.
So if you want to like, so mevat, like, you know, nuts, etc. So would you crack them open, and so you would use the same word? So soda'a.
To crack something open, you would use fataha, because صدع is to crack, not necessarily open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So fataha is to split or to, okay.
Yeah. Too.
Soda'a is to crack.
So ماذا تقول الترجمة والأرض ذات الصدع؟
Man by the earth which cracks open.
نعم. So and ما معنى هذا? Like, I mean, so what is this like?
This is referring to the end of
Whatever you sow, and that opens the seed so things can grow.
Okay.
Yeah, it's referring to the life that comes out of it.
Oh, you don't laugh at my jokes, all right?
Yeah. والسماء ذات الرجع والأرض ذات الصدع. So here is the miracle. Al-ard is a dead thing. So al-raj', the rain comes from the heaven, from the sky, and then you've got al-ard that brings out life. And subhanAllah, if you see a seed coming out, it cracks. It doesn't just like, you know, penetrate, like it causes a crack. Al-ard ذات الصدع.
حوصله مع الموقع المعاني.
Yes.
substrate language في اللغة العربية لغة تبقى دنية. لغة تبقى دنيا.
طبقة دنيا. دنيا معناها lower from
Okay.
like, yeah.
I don't know if that's right though. That's from like.
No, it doesn't seem to me to be like the term. It's just a translation for the what the sub dunya. So what cracks is referring to the earth bringing out life. Cracks open to bring out life. إنه لقول فصل. And والسماء ذات الرجع والأرض ذات الصدع. نفس النحو. It is the same نحو. The same إعراب. إنه لقول فصل. ما معنى إن؟
Verily.
Verily. Indeed. إنه لقول فصل. أحسن. كلمة فصل. نحن نعرف كلمة فصل. ما معنى فصل؟
Barrier. Or
separate.
Yes. A division, a barrier, something. We say الفصل means the classroom.
yeah.
Yeah. أو يقول مثلا أنت تقول لي هل قرأت الكتاب؟ أقول لك نعم قرأت الكتاب. تقول لي كله all of it. I say لا أنا في الفصل الخامس. ما معنى أنا في الفصل الخامس؟ ما معنى أنا في الفصل الخامس? If I'm talking about a book.
Chapter.
أحسنت. I'm in the 5th chapter. I'm in chapter 5. Yeah. So أنا في الفصل الخامس. So كلمة فصل في الكتاب it can mean a chapter. In a school it means a classroom and so on. So ليوم الفصل, the day of the hereafter is called الفصل because it's the day Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala separates or divides الحق من الباطل, the truth from the falsehood. So إنه لقول فصل. So ما معنى فصل هنا? What would be the meaning of فصل?
Here it's قول الفصل means decisive. I think it won't be like
that's a nice translation. Decisive. Yes. إنه because Allah subhanahu wa yes, yeah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala like he's saying this is a decisive, like this is something that's it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took an oath by all of these things, and what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying is the truth. That's it. It's a qawl fasl. It's decisive. It separates the haqq from the batil. Qawlun faslun. So اللام لماذا الآية لا تقول إنه لقول؟ اللام حرف جر صحيح؟
But that's not حرف جر.
What is it?
This is لام التوكيد.
هذه لام التوكيد. أحسنت. لام التوكيد في القرآن كثير جدا بعد إن تأتي اللام. إنه لقول. إنه لا دائما. يعني كثير جدا في القرآن تأتي لام التوكيد بعد إن، وإن أيضا للتوكيد. إنه.
The damir mustatir, who here, refers to the previous two statements, السماء ذات الرجع and والأرض ذات الصدع. So these two statements are the decisive statements, or the who here refers to something else. I mean, it says here the Quran.
All right. So
Quran
let's
here is not really like,
Here-
there's no mention of the Quran
Okay.
anywhere in the surah.
opinions. So what do you think is referring to? He said to the statements before, which anywhere in the surah, but who لقول فصل. Why some of the tafsir would refer to Quran? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, all these miracles are expressed through Quran. So even when you say innahu, here is referring to Quran, because the verses or the statements that are used as a miracle are what? They are Quran. So there is no contradiction between saying that innahu refers to Quran or refers to the previous statements, because the previous statements are Quran. So
Yeah.
Quran is stating those miracles.
Okay. What would be a more authoritative translation? So here it says, indeed, the Quran is a decisive statement. Would you agree with that translation?
I would, because it would be perfect, because it combines the reference to Quran and the reference to the statements that are mentioned as part of the surah being part of the Quran. That would be a beautiful translation.
لقول فصل. This would be an ism and a sifa then, because they are kind of green.
أحسنت. اسم وصفة. قول فصل. So مرفوع without ألف and lam, without ألف and lam. قول فصل.
Okay.
But then
We did it together.
I'm going to ask a question. إنه لقول فصل. نحن درسنا إن. So نحن نعرف ما معنى إن.
Verily.
لكن نحن درسنا بعد إن. الاسم الذي يأتي بعد إن هل يكون مرفوع أم يكون منصوب؟ منصوب. إن الله غفور رحيم. إن الله عليم بذات الصدور. جميل. So لماذا كلمة قول مرفوعة؟
بكثرة اللام، لام التوكيد.
But لام التوكيد doesn't do anything.
It doesn't have any effect.
التوكيد is just a meaning. أحسنتي.
Yeah.
Because the اسم بعد إن is not قول, it's who. الهاء, we agreed that الضمير اسم. الضمير اسم. Right? So that's why قول is the خبر. Right? Because we said إن comes before a sentence for a noun, yeah? And then the first one, الاسم الأول, which was supposed to be مبتدأ, يكون منصوب. إن الله غفور رحيم. So here, إنه. Let's say if the word القرآن was he, it would be إن القرآن قول فصل. So القرآن, which is القرآن originally, but because of إن became القرآن, but because it's a ضمير هنا مبني. But we have to understand الضمير المبني هنا who is in a place of اسم منصوب.
ثم إذا كان هو لقولا فصلا.
أحسنت.
طيب.
أحسنت. كان قولا فصلا. Because with كان it's فعل, so the ضمير will be مستتر, مثل كتب شرب. So كان so if there was كان instead of إنه, it would be كان قولا فصلا. So إنه لقول. So قول خبر, and then فصل صفة نعت.
Yeah.
Describing قول. إنه لقول فصل. وما هو بالهزل.
Mhm.
ليس محسلة.
وما ما هنا، هل هذه ما التي معناها
نفي.
what؟
نفي.
لا، هذه ما النفي، هذه ليست ما اسمك، هذه ما أحب I do not like،
Mhm.
هذه ما النفي and it is not وما هو. لكن لأن القرآن مذكر لذلك قال هو.
Mm.
So ما له is he doesn't have.
and ما معنى هزل؟
Is he? Is it not?
مثل مثل أمزه.
ماذا تقول الترجمة؟
ترجمة جوك.
جوك، نعم. لأن هزل معناها to joke about something.
Where does he keep that?
Mhm.
هل الكلمة مسمي بمعنى onomatopoeic? Like it sounds like the sound it makes.
مثني
مسمى أو مسمى.
لا أنت تقصد ذلك مثلا crash and the things نعم. لا.
What is onomatopoeic في اللغة العربية؟
نعم، احنا عندنا شيء اسمه توافق الصوت والمعنى. توافق الصوت والمعنى.
Some of the ruba'is.
نعم. We'll have a lesson about like some of the things that exist in a language, like in English. في اللغة العربية when something is described because of the sound, we do not just say crash because it looks like this. It would have to be the exact sound. Like for example, when someone says someone is thinking about something.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes the Arabic is saying you know, when someone says
Mhm.
someone is like or like making this sound. So في اللغة العربية we use this. So we says همهم. We call this فعل الصوت أو أفعال الأصوات.
Mm-hmm.
Because في اللغة العربية we go to the فعل. So we say أفعال الأصوات is when I give a root based on the sound that is made. Like for example, في اللغة العربية عندي like you know like for a cat that is mewing we say no because we hear the sounds like no as is like making noon and wow. So we say no.
مثل حزلة يشبه مثل الصوت الضحك.
نعم. جميل.
That means to laugh, right?
ضحك معناته laugh. Yeah. You know when you laugh loudly في اللغة العربية
Mm-hmm.
they produce two sounds قاف and هاء. كه 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 كه. They used to do this. So they made اسمه الصوتي قه قه قاف هاء قاف هاء. دائما أسماء الأصوات we don't have it the same like onomatopoeia in English because we produce the exact thing and we make it on a فعل رباعي فعلل. So say قه قه.
I just mean that like some words in Arabic they sound like they have onomatopoeic roots. Do you know
I know what you mean, but
مثل قطعة. Like qata'a sounds like qata'a. It sounds like the sound of cutting, you know.
But actually, I mean, it would be arguable.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because like there's there's obviously not for all words, but there's there's a thesis, isn't there, that like a lot of origins, a lot of different words come from different properties that we can perceive, and one of those is most commonly sound.
Of course, the same. I mean, the thing is that in English you see it as a phenomenon, but in Arabic, because the whole language is based on this.
Mm.
Because we've got a whole system just to make verbs based on the sounds, and to give colors based on the object that they are derived from, like burtuqali wa bunni wa zahri wa. So
Portugali is probably not the best example.
All right.
Just because you had another word for orange, didn't you?
Yeah, with this group we call it himdi. Himdi because of the taste, sour. So, but that would refer to like a lot of them, like, you know, al-laymun wal-burtuqal wa. So we have this for Lugha Arabiya, we call it al-himdiyat.
Which in itself, like hamid, like even the sound of it is like the sort of the way that someone holds their face when they eat something like that.
I know, but the
which is interesting in itself.
Yeah, so some of the linguists, like Noam Chomsky, for example, would argue against this and would say it is perceived because you know the language, but if you introduce someone who have no idea about the language and you give them a list of words and you give them the meaning in their own language, they won't be able to match them.
The thing is that there is an experiment where they tested that hypothesis, and some words people can have a good guess at, or from the sound of them, that if you are, at least if you're going to match to something else, like it's like you are given a finite number of possible translations of what that word could possibly mean, they can have a good guess at it. But yeah, I mean, he's kind of right.
Yeah, but without any previous knowledge of the language, I mean, for example, like salt and sugar, we have, like, you know, like this, if you teach someone who doesn't know any English that salt is sugar and sugar is salt, they will grow up without any problem believing in this. And they will form this, like, you know, neural connection in their head whenever they hear the word salt, to have a salty taste in their mouth, or like you can picture things through your senses, not just your eyes, even you know, things like that. It's again, it's
مثل الدجاج والبيض.
Yeah.
نعم.
الدجاج, yes. Which one was fast? So إنه لقول فصل وما هو بالهزل. وما هو لماذا الهزل؟ لماذا مجرورة؟
حرف الجر.
حرف الجر الباء. حرف الجر الباء. So لكن أريدكم أن تتعلموا قاعدة. I need you to learn this expression. أنا سأكتبه هنا. So to use ما to negate something. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ما هو بي. ما هو بي. But هو, you can change it. You can say ما هي بي. ما هم بي. ما أنا بي. To say he is not. It is saying, يعني طبعا أنا يمكن أن أقول for ما هو بي أنا يمكن أن أستخدم هو ليس. So ما هو بي هي نفس, it is the same like هو ليس. He is not. So instead of saying هو ليس, let's say هو ليس شاعر, he is not a poet. You can, to say ما هو, you do not say ما هو شاعر, you say ما هو بشاعر. I'm mentioning this because you would ask why there is a باء there. This is the expression. تقول ما أنا بكاذب. Look at what the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to Sayyidina Jibreel. سيدنا جبريل قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم اقرأ قال
ما أنا بقارئ.
ما أنا بقارئ. Someone say, why didn't he say ما أنا قارئ? I am not a reader. Why the ba? This is the expression. ما هو بقارئ. ما أنا بقارئ. ما أنا بكاتب. I'm not a writer. ما أنا بمعلم. I'm not a teacher. ما أنا بطالب. I'm not a student. So دائما معها حرف الجر لباء. ما هو، ما هي، ما هم.
So ما هو بقارئ same as هو ليس قارئ.
أحسنت. وليس أيضا، ليس أيضا يمكن أن تأتي معها بالباء. هو ليس بقارئ، لكن يمكن أن تقول لست قارئ، لست بقارئ.
أنا لست.
لست عليكم بوكيل.
The same thing. لست.
Yeah, the same thing. You can say ليس بي.
Come on, don't leave them. Don't leave them.
So you're saying we can also say ليس بقارئ.
ليس بقارئ، نعم.
ليس بالهزل.
وما هو بالهزل. إنهم يكيدون كيدا. ما معنى يكيدون كيدا؟
They're planning a plan.
كاد ليس معناها to plan.
Yeah. قيدة is to scheme or to plan.
أحسنت. Like the word scheme would be better because it got this sense of like someone plotting something.
Plotting,
It's not just
yeah,
planning it. Yeah. So كلمة كاد, it got like this devious negative connotation to it.
So kada means to scheme.
Yes. Scheme would be a very good translation. Because the word the plan is neutral. If you say I'm planning something, it doesn't mean it's like, you know, you're scheming. كاد الفعل كاد يكيد.
ما هو الفرق بين مكر وكاد؟
كلمة مكر وكلمة كاد المعنى قريب جدا. Very close meaning. لماذا؟ ولذلك الله سبحانه وتعالى قال يكيدون، وفي آية أخرى قال ويمكرون ويمكر الله. Yeah. كلمة كاد بس هذا جميل. اكتبوا هذا الفعل، فعل جيد أيضا. إذا عندي كاد وعندي مكر.
Kada and kaida, similar meaning?
هنا السؤال.
Because this is فعيل.
كلمة جميل. أول شيء سأسأل أكثر من سؤال. كيدا هنا لماذا منصوبة؟
المفعول مطلق.
أحسنت.
كتب كتابة.
كتب كتابة. Do you remember when we studied المفعول المطلق? And I said to you المفعول المطلق is used to exaggerate the meaning. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So ماذا تقول الترجمة? I'd be interested in hearing what the translation is saying.
Indeed, they are planning a plan.
No, that's wrong. Because
Yes.
Kaidan is not like they're planning a plan. No, forget about this translation. Totally wrong. Any other translations that you have?
Indeed, they are, well, yes, it's basically the same here as well. Two different translations. Indeed, they are planning a plan. Both are the same.
That's very weak in a translation, subhanAllah. Because first of all,
Scheming a plot.
yeah, they have taken away the negative connotation of the word kada yakidu by putting planning. And kaidan is not a plan, is not mentioned here as a noun, is mentioned as maf'ul mutlaq to exaggerate the action.
So how would we say it with more effect then?
I would say indeed they are scheming, and I would like to use an adverb, something to describe scheming, to be like, you know, like of a high level, or like, you know, massively, or a lot. So I mean, if not, it would be indeed they scheme a lot.
A plot.
A lot or strongly. They strongly scheme or heavily, to describe, like, you know, he scheme, like indeed. So like to describe al-maf'ul al-mutlaq, because we said al-maf'ul al-mutlaq, it's the absolute, so it frees the meaning, it makes it like, you know, massive. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when he threatens, he uses maf'ul mutlaq. Dakkan dakka, you know.
But even to scheme for kada is not really the actual translation, because scheme can be good as well. For example, you know, a housing scheme, or a scheme to build more schools.
Use plot, use scheme, but I mean, again, scheme is better than plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sah.
As a verb, scheming is more positive.
But what I'm trying to say, what's wrong in calling the word kaida here a noun? It's not. Yeah, yes, it is a noun in the formation, but it's not referring to the plan or the scheme itself. It is used to stress the fact that they do it on a big scale or a lot, to intensify the meaning.
Who's they? They haven't mentioned they.
They are the schemers. The schemers are the Prophet ﷺ's opponents.
Yes.
But this is again, once again, it is, I suppose, just implied, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is implied, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is referring to those. It will be mentioned afterwards. تَمَهِّلِ الْكَافِرِينَ, give the non-believers. So it's referring to the non-believers, those who didn't believe in all the miracles of the Quran.
So yukiduna is marfu. Is it because it's a fa'il?
يكيدون, يكيد فعل, كاد يكيد. So that's it. They plot. Because واو النون مثل يكتبون.
Yes.
يشربون. So واو النون هنا للجمع.
Okay.
And ياء for he. So for the third person. يكتب يكتبون.
But it can't be yakidin. It's yakidun.
No, it can't, because the واو النون ياء النون في الأسماء فقط, in nouns only. مسلمون مسلمين.
So it's own for a reason.
It's own because it's a marfu'ah. If it was,
I was wondering, why is it marfu'?
Yeah, because فعل المضارع مرفوع. This is the norm. فعل المضارع.
Okay, so normal فعل المضارع.
Yeah, the normal. Yeah, فعل المضارع مرفوع.
The next sentence, then it's not negative.
Okay, there's the first person, مضارع.
And I read my secret plan. Is that Allah talking?
Yes.
But then how is that? Is that still negative then?
No.
But then we said Gather has a negative connotation to scheme to plot.
Allah is the best of schemers. So he's going to foil their scheme with a better scheme.
Yes. And yeah, if some of the things that will be negative for human beings because they are not in control are positive for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like, you know, makara and makir. If you describe someone to be makir, means devious. But then you describe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be khayrul makirin because he plots and no one can overcome what he does. So in a sense, jabbar, like, you know, for a human being it would be negative, but for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala it would be positive. Someone who thinks highly of themselves. So some of the attributes are negative in if they are attributed to human beings. نعم جزاكم. وأكيد so هنا Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu, and look at يكيدون مرفوع, but that's why واو ونون, and here with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala أكيد مفرد and I وأكيد كيدا.
Is this واو العطف then?
نعم واو العطف.
Translation though here is putting wow as translated as but I'm planning a plan.
There is no contradiction here. There is no contradiction to use it means but, because I mean if I say to you they are plotting but Allah is plotting, no, they are plotting and Allah is.
Okay. Yeah, it kind of
so
means
I mean, I don't see a need to put a contradiction. I mean, you correct me if I'm wrong. If someone sees that, I mean, but would serve a better purpose than and.
Mine says and as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I would say and is better because there is no need to say but. There is no contradiction here. They are planning, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is as well.
In any circumstances, can you translate wow al-atf as but? Is that the rule? Under certain conditions, can
you can if the context says so. Like for example, says I say أنا جائع وأنت شبعان. Because the two descriptions are different. I'm hungry and you are full. شبعان.
But you're full. Okay.
Yeah. So here I would say, but you are full. What made me translate waw as but is not the waw itself, is jaw'an and shab'an. There is a contradiction. But here it is the same action. So I don't see a contradiction here.
Sorry, the did of ju'an is shab'an.
شبعان من شابع شيئا سأكتبها هنا. شبعان.
So where the word comes from.
Shaba means
to feel full, like, you know.
That's Sha'ban. Sha'ban. That's no that. No.
Feel full after Ramadan.
Feel full after Ramadan. Sha'ban. No.
Yeah. So that's شبع. يعني مثلا تقول أنا شبعان, أنا جوعان. Most of the, if you look at this, the adjective that describe, like, you know, being hungry, being angry, being like, you know, full, it's always have an alif and noon. غضبان. ما معنى غضب?
To be angry.
To be angry. غضبان, شبعان, جوعان. كيف نقول thirsty?
عطشان.
عطشان. أحسنت. Yeah, so put them in one category so it would be easy to remember. شبعان, عطشان, جوعان. And كيف نقول, following this pattern, كيف نقول tired?
تعبان.
جوعان.
تعبان.
So تعبان, that's right.
Yeah. Tired or ill as well, مثل مريض.
هل نستطيع أن نقول مردان؟
ونقول هذا أحسن. To describe any state like this, we use, like for example, in Egypt, we do not say, like we always say بردان من كلمة برد, and to say like hot, حران من كلمة حر. So بردان feeling like cold, حران feeling hot. So بردان حران.
So Rahman is the same kind of.
أحسنت. رحمن is following the same. هذا الوزن وزن للصفات. This is من أوزان الصفات في اللغة العربية. اسمه وزن فعلان.
فعلان.
فعلان. هذا وزن اسمه وزن فعلان. يأتي كثير في الصفات.
فعلان.
Tasha means to be thirsty. Huh? ما معنى عطش؟
عطش, to feel thirsty. جميل. فمهل الكافرين أمهل. طبعا وأكيد كيد نفس يكيدون كيدا فعل، والفاعل أنا أكيد نعرف من الهمزة، وكيدا هذا مفعول المطلق.
مفعول مطلق.
مفعول مطلق. فمهل الكافرين. ما معنى مهل؟
To give an opportunity. مهلة. مهلة means to give me a
مهلة يعني مهل يمهل to give an opportunity, to give time.
to give time.
Yes, مهلة. So مهل معناها أن كلمة لو قلت لواحد على مهل معناها easy, like take time. على مهل. learn this expression. على مهل.
على is on.
On like is he saying on time literally, like no, let's say مهل means slow. That would be a perfect translation. مهل means slow.
So مهله.
So على مهل.
If I said أنت مهل, you are slow?
لا, because مهل is the noun itself, not the adjective. So لحظة, سأنا أقول على مهل. على مهلك. To say to someone على مهلك, you're saying on your slow. It means take your time. على مهلك.
What if you say it sarcastically? Take your time.
You can. The tone will, like, your tone is going to determine this. Yeah.
Go on, take your time. على مهلك. So the wasn't here is فعل here. مهل
مهل.
مهل.
نعم مهل فعل. لأن مهل الإنسان معناها he took his time. But مهل to give someone time.
Yes.
فعل. لماذا الكافرين؟ أحسنت. الله سبحانه وتعالى يقول للنبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فمهل الكافرين. كلمة مهل أمر، لذلك المفروض هذا الفعل عليه سكون، لكن عندنا الكسرة
حركة مناسبة.
الساكنين فعل الأمر ملم.
مع الكسرة تحت.
طبعا الالتقاء الساكنين فهنا لسهولة النطق فمهل، لكن هي فمهل. مهل وأمهل نفس المعنى. هل تذكرون حينما كنا نقول if we add an alif or if we double the second letter we make you doing the action to someone else? لا.
هل أستطيع أن أقول ابنه شكي لأنه يمهله.
يمهله. yes he gives him a
يمهله.
lot of time like yes يمهله. نعم أمهل إذا هو المضارع من أمهل يمهل.
لأن في الترجمة يوجد ترجمة indulge.
يعني ممكن يعني in a way you can say.
أمهل is مضارع.
نعم أمهل أمر، هذا أمر. الماضي أمهل، المضارع يمهل، الأمر أمهل. yes. لذلك هذا ليس مضارع. لو كان مضارع because هذا رباعي it would be with a ضمة أمهل. so أمهل أمهلوا، لكن هذا أمهل. the other thing that tells you it's أمر اللام. ما الذي على اللام؟
Sorry, please repeat.
أمهل.
Yes, there's a سكون on the lam.
so on the lam so هذا فعل أمر أمهل and then أمهلهم.
So give them a chance or time.
yes. ما معنى رويدة؟
It's a while, a period of time.
رويدا معناها وقت. وقت قليل. and if you say to someone رويدك it means take it easy.
So
رويدك
is the same as وقت. And رويدك means to give them some time.
yes. وطبعا هنا رويدة لأن عندي الفعل أمهل أنت هم، هذا مفعول به ثاني. أمهل هذا فعل أمر، ومن الذي يمهل؟ النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. أنت هم المفعول به، يعني الكفار. رويدة.
So هم is مفعول به ثاني. Is that right? All right. Where is the أول?
The أمر أمهل.
Oh no, I meant the مفعول به الأول.
هم.
So هم.
Give them time.
Oh.
So the فاعل is أنت, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Right. So أمهل is
So
you
always
give
in
them.
أمر الفاعل is you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you give them. Yes. So them هذا هو المفعول به أول.
So هم is مفعول به أول.
No, ثاني, because in أمر the file is the أنت.
Yes.
file مستتر in a way.
Yes. أنت نعم هو ضمير مستتر فعلا. الفاعل ضمير مستتر. When I come to and I say افتح الباب, I say افتح فعل أمر. الفاعل أنت ضمير مستتر. والباب مفعول به. So here he says أمهل.
Why is time mentioned twice?
What do you mean why is time? Because
because amhil means to you give them time. And then Ruwaida.
Ruwaida, not much. Ruwaida came to say not that much, like, give them a bit of time, let's say. Because Ruwaida معناها, as I said, like, if you say to someone Ruwaidaka, معناها take it easy. So Ruwaidan means like easy or a little bit of something. So here is like give them a bit of time. It's not that much.
And here is that appearing as a مفعول مطلق by any chance?
Yes, it can mean مفعول مطلق, even though, but this we are going to have a session about that, because it's not from the same root as أمهل. Yes, but it's of the same type of thing. It's about time, right? So it's the same meaning, even though it's not the same root, and we'll have it in a lesson called نائب المفعول المطلق, meaning, even though not the same root. So yes, you can use it as مفعول مطلق as well.
Our translation is, so allow time for the disbelievers, leave them a while. Is that okay?
Yes, exactly. That's so a while will go for the word ruwaida.
I've heard the word in Urdu, ruid ki, which means the earth when it is in a fertile state. It is in a state of being. It would have ruidgi in the sense that it can now grow things. Is that linked to Arabic at all in any way? I think we'll block over.
No. I don't think the etymology shares something.
Okay.
All right, جزاكم الله خيرا. I haven't played عصر, so.
نعم صح. وأنا أيضا.
So إن شاء الله.
هذا وقت عشاء.
نعم، أراكم إن شاء الله على خير.